There's a junction box in the attic up here. So we'll start with getting the wires all stapled down here. Going down here. Okay, so we gotta get all these wires all undone here. And they didn't ground our box. So first we'll untape all these wires here. If it doesn't come off easily, you just pull it off the hard way. And see how much bare wire and poor the connection is there? So we're going to take that all apart. And they twisted them backwards too. So we can pull some of these wires back here. Back this staple off a little bit here so we can pull this one wire back a little bit after we clean all the debris off of it here. And we'll just pull it back. We'll just pull it back so we don't want that much jacket in our box here. We can pull this one back just a bit. There's no ground on this one, so we can just pull this back. Our jacket's just coming into the box a little bit there. I'll tack this one back down. And I'll stick our red wire cap on here just to remind me the red wire goes on these two black wires here. And we'll take the wire nut off of this. We'll see how they did hooking this one up. Don't come off easily, you just cut it. And you can see how sloppily that was put together. Now we can pull our red and black and white back here. And of course all our white wires will be going together. Okay, we can staple this back down again. Okay, so we'll keep these two reds together with our reds so we know that they're going to the red one. So this one is stripped back where we want it. So see how sloppily the white wires are? That's not making a good connection there. You'll see how bad it is underneath that wire nut. Very bad connection here. And again, they twisted the wires the wrong way here. Nothing worse than keys poking you in the... Oh, these two go with the red. Naturally, it's going to be in the way of everything, so hopefully remember that these are the two that go with the red. That's as good as I can get it, so I'm not going to complain about it. It's the best I can get. So we're going to use what's called a ground clip, and we're going to bond our ground wire to our box. So we'll stick it in here like this. Well, our wire clip broke, So if we can't bond our box to the ground, we can't. We're not going to get upset. We're not going to get frustrated. We're not going to carry on about it. But we do have another one. And if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What good is it going to do to complain? Nothing at all. It's not going to help you. It's not going to change anything. If something doesn't go, it doesn't go. We'll try again. I'll try doing it this way. Well, it broke, so we have nothing to ground to, but we're not getting upset. We're not carrying on. We're not frustrating. We're not complaining. That was all we have in the way of ground clips, so you don't frustrate. We'll just do it this way. It is what it is. We're not complaining. We're not frustrating. This may not be code, but it's what we have and what we're going to do. It's what we have and what we're going to do. We don't complain about things that don't go right and what you can't do, because all that does is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we're going to be thankful for what we have and what we can do, and we're going to just do it this way. They may not be the right way, but it's the only way, the only choice we have. We're just going to make the best of it. We'll just make the best. Just make the best of it, that's all. Just make the best. Just make the best of it. If it's not the best, it's the best. If it's not the right way, you just do the best you can. It is what it is. And we're not going to complain. Ugh. Okay, we got our wires cut so they're all nice and even on the end here. We'll put our wire nut on. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. There's just nothing you can do. So why even bother complaining? It's not going to change anything. I'd rather have a ground that's not quite up to code than not have a ground at all. Okay, so now we'll get all our white wires together here. We'll get our insulation even at the bottom here. So our wires are going to be too short to get a nice even twist. We'll twist these two 14s together. take our number 12, bring it down around here, get it as nice and even as we can here. Clip it so it's even with the shortest one. And then we'll just stick our red wire nut on here. I'll use one with the so our coppers are even on the end here. We can make sure 1, 2, 3, they're all even on the end. So we'll stick our whites together. Okay, we'll push this down into our box, get it where we want it, out of the way. Now we'll get these two blacks together. This is 14. So we're just going to wind up even like that. Get our copper lined up at the end and our insulation even at the bottom. Take our wire nut. How lovely! I forgot that white wire. I enjoy forgetting things and leaving things out. It's a wonderful joy, isn't it? So we'll take this off. I enjoy doing things over again, don't you? It's a wonderful joy. Okay, so we'll get them lined up even like this. And we'll get our wire nut in here. Make sure our insulation's going up into the wire nut. Well, I can't get my pliers down in there, so thank God for that, for the challenge. Pushing this in. Okay, now we'll get this all together with our red wire. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, we're going to use two 14s together here. Okay, so I'll get them. Yeah. Yes, I'll ring the phone. Okay, so we're going to wind up so they're even like this. And we'll make sure our insulation goes up into our wire nut here. Make sure our insulation's up in there. Okay, now we can just push these wires all back into our box here. And now we'll get our other cover screw out. Make sure everything is all in here the best we can. And we'll stick a cover on here. And that ground isn't what I really wanted to do, but we don't have a choice. And we're not going to complain. We're just going to be thankful that it's grounded. Okay, so that is a box all fixed. The best we can do. Well, if the staple gives you a hard time, you don't get mad at it. You just throw it away, grab another one,